What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bio Protocol today. The reason we're talking about Bio is because I really think that this chart looks interesting. I've talked about Bio before. The first video that I ever made on Bio, I think, was on August 18th. We were talking about it pumping, and it literally just ripped through the roof from there. We haven't really talked about it, I think, since the highs. I might have mentioned it in a live stream or something like that. Maybe we talked about it here, but I haven't made any dedicated videos for it in quite some time. The reason I'm talking about it is not because it's been so long since I have talked about it. The reason I'm talking about it now is because I think that this setup is phenomenal. I think this setup is phenomenal. I love a chart. I really do. Show me any chart. The more spread out that this phase is here, the better, to be fair. But show me any chart where there's a long standing downtrend, and then you've got this like double bottom look at the ass end of it. That really gets me excited. And there's a lot of volume coming in too. Bio is on Coinbase. It's an interesting project. It's what DeSci is what they call it, decentralized science. If I'm being honest with you guys, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't know how much of a role crypto will play for something like this. Is it even necessary? You know, it's like, you guys, has anybody been here since the 2015-2018 cycle, where DentaCoin was the thing? Decentralized dentistry. Like, do we need to decentralize this? Does it need to be decentralized? Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe that's not the point. I don't know everything fundamental about this thing. I just know there was a lot of excitement about it back whenever it first listed. It seems to me, and I'm just being honest, it seems kind of gimmicky. But with that being said, gimmicks in this game actually do pretty well, right? Look at Dogecoin. Look at Shiba Inu. Look at any dog coin that came after that, right? This thing has a low market cap. It has $100 million. And again, I base my investment, I base my decision of investing off of fundamental research. I like to do fundamental analysis, but I also like to use technical analysis really to be that driving factor in like what I believe. And here, if technical analysis is leading us the right way, this should be a rather promising result here. I'm making this video, my friends, not to advertise Bio, not to make it out to be the best project in crypto. Maybe it is. Maybe DeSci is the next big thing. I don't know. Maybe this is a hidden gem that'll be worth hundreds of billions of dollars by the end of this year. That's not why I'm talking about it, though. I'm not talking about all the fundamental purposes why. I'm just talking about this simple little look here where you're moving down, you round out your bottom, you've got a nice double bottom look here, and volume's increasing. Like, I can't help but think there's going to be some kind of massive pop that comes from this, and the most obvious target area, in my opinion, would be this area of resistance, which is also prior support right here. Prior support and resistance all the way up here at about 10 cents. You're at 5.1 cents now. Effectively, what I'm calling for is a move that would be somewhere on the lines of like a 94% move. And when this move happens, what's going to be great about it, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, is like imagine you bought here, you don't even have to question when to sell. Just you'll see it happen. It'll be like one day or 1 week, you're just pumping up here, and get out. You get 90% gains, get out. Oh, it keeps pumping more than that? Okay, we were off by a little bit. Still, it'll probably pull back to prices that are lower than wherever you sold. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to encourage people to sell at any designated level. It could go way higher than what I'm talking about. I mean, this surge, we saw how high it surged before in a very short amount of time. You've offloaded all the panic sellers, you've offloaded all the people who were just in this for the money, all your early sellers, all your pre-sellers, right? Stuff like that. Now you've given time for people to accumulate. Literally, you've given a bunch of time since December, really since the beginning of December, you've had to accumulate down to this range, and it looks like people are accumulating, maybe. Don't take a lot of volume like this as a signal that means that we're accumulating, but I am taking it as a signal here. Personally, it's not always that simple, but just with the context of this move overall, like how it's looking, I'm pretty confident we're going to move up. And that's just using our eyeballs. From a high to a low, we use the golden ratio, or at least the Fibonacci retracement, I'm sorry. And from here, you know, going there, it kind of makes less sense. A 97% pump. Maybe instead you only get a 70% pump. Typically with the 382, you go a little bit through it, you wick a little bit through it, so an 80% pump might happen. Or perhaps we don't stop there at all. Maybe we go all the way up to the golden ratio, that's 188% to a 240% move, something like that could happen as well. The main point is if you're looking to invest in something at kind of like the ground floor, all-time low areas, and put yourself in a position of strength, whether you want to get in and then get out, whether you want to get in, you want to be along for the ride, whatever, you're in a position of strength here to invest. And I really do think that it's a good time for this project, at least. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've done some fundamental research on it, and I did that back in August, but it's been a while, and I read so many different projects all the time, you guys. It's hard to remember, but I do remember liking this project, right? I made a video on it because I liked it. So what I would encourage anybody to do if you're looking to invest is to check out the website, check out the white paper, figure out as much as you can about it, check out the tokenomics, right? Let's actually look at these and see if there's anything here. Token unlocks, token allocation. So a lot of the tokens are unlocked, but that's still a lot that is yet to be unlocked. This unlock process will go into 2030. Okay, so it's a long stint. There's no sudden shifts here that I'm seeing. Coin market cap doesn't always accurately represent the tokenomics. So again, I would encourage anybody to read the white paper, check out the tokenomics there and just see. But I don't think that those that inflationary rate should affect the price too much. Maybe it did here, again, from probably early investors, your early team, unlocks, stuff like that. You know, they're probably just selling off. But now that the market, and on top of that, the whole market was tanking, and we had a bit of a shit show from really September 18th until like now, till like November 21st. But I think that we're at the end of that shit show. I think the momentum is shifting. You can see it here, and I really do expect. And again, the primary reason I'm making this video is because you don't even have to be in this for the long term. You can be in it just for the short term. I think that getting in here, you're going to see a big pop here pretty soon. Maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe it's 1 month from now. I don't know when, but I would assume probably less than a month from now. You're very, very mature looking in this kind of formation. I would assume any day now you're going to see a very nice pop. What I will say is if you're considering buying bio right now, but you don't, you better frickin' not buy it up here. Wait for it to pull back. Wait for some volatility to come in, you know. But I do think it's a good move right now. And if it does see new all-time highs, if it sees new all-time highs, getting in here to your all-time high level, all-time highs would give you a 6x. If you believe, like I do, that this thing will see new all-time highs, then you've got 11x to 23x potential just as your first kind of stopping area. By the end of the year, by the end of this cycle, you can see fantastically higher estimates than that. You know, we go to $2, $4.70, maybe higher than that. Time will tell. You're at a low enough market cap where crazy, crazy stuff is possible. That's for sure. But time will tell. I don't have anything else that I want to talk about. I think I've said everything I need to say. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Daily RSI looks great. The stochastics looks ready to go. The MACD looks ready to freak, dude. I mean, any day now. Mark my words. This video is going to age like a very, very, I want to say a fine wine, but that's not true because it's only going to take like, it's probably going to happen by the end of this month. It's going to take like less than 10 days. Maybe it happens in 20 days. I don't know. But the point being, it's loaded. It's ready to go. Get in now while you still can. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.